This is one of our first modules, and as you can see, and I think it's the perfect match what we want to show here is with COPA-DATA we really started to have, let's say, the request of during a new building for our process development integrate a modular automation system. And the interesting thing and the important thing was also we wanted to fully automate our lab equipment and digitize it, and at the end make data available in the future. So this is one of the first modules what you can see here, and it's part of, let's say, a growing family now in our process development. And we are already now expanding this to other, let's say, smaller parts in our worldwide network. Well, MTP enables you to connect everything at the end. I mean, we started, really one of the first showcases was a small kitchen machine which we connected to a system. And at the end it really explains you can connect everything. So the main thing is now, and everyone knows this, data is the new world. And this is really one of the things which is important for us. So the connectivity is one thing, to have the data available. And the second one is you need new technologies in your process development organization and also in your production environment. Because if we want to be sustainable, this will not be done with, let's say, the classical environment of chemical manufacturing. And we need this flexibility of new technologies, new process analytic technologies, and everything else to be connected to one system. And this is very important for us. At the end, this MTP is the connector for the future for us. So the important thing is really having the possibility of also starting to create recipes through a whole process and connecting different kind of modules to leverage the potential of automation and also digitalization of the process is very crucial. And the MTP enables you to have a defined, clear, let's say, definition of what your modules can do. So you get the offering of services and procedures, and this can be used then for also building a little bit like a digital twin also of your process. So you can start to also think in a digital way, how would I connect different kind of modules? I started 2009 in the department where I'm still part of, and the first jobs what I had was process intensification. So 10, 15 years ago, the main focus was having, let's say, the perfect match between a process and an equipment. And we focus on this intensification, so that means that you have a really, really high output of materials with high quality and everything else. The thing is, what is not changing, and this is really the tremendous important thing, is we have a lot of varieties of different kind of products with a lot of kind of, let's say, needs from the customer, needs from the market. Like we have to be much more faster to come with products into the market. So you need the possibility of being flexible and using different kind of technologies. And we do see this also in our environment, and we do also see this in the whole world. And this is, from my personal job, it's changed because I'm most like a little bit of ambassador of this technology, because I do see that this is the potential for our future. Well, the next steps is already started. The next step is really use the data in a much better way. So what we are now building is we need a semantic layer. So we need ontologies or vocabularies of the data that say exactly comes with the name and a clear definition. What does it mean? So the meaning is very important, and we have to standardize this. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense because the data will be there, but we cannot use it. So what we are now building is the standard vocabulary which we can use and implement directly to each kind of module, and then we can use it and we can search it. And this searchability directly leads you to use of AI, use of really our, let's say, large language models and everything else. So this is really the future where we are now heading on. And the interesting thing is it's already there, because there is different kind of initiatives also in Germany which are focusing on this standardization of naming, for example, in the research environment. Well, for the brownfield, yes, it's a little bit problematic, because you do have to search the right brownfields where to start with MTP. So the thing what we are now, let's say, seeing is that we first are training our automation engineers to understand how you have to define your functional design specification. So describing the functionalities we need in a classical environment is where they start, because with this they are starting to be trained in the thinking of how MTP works. The next thing is implement a poll, so because then you can start to connect, or you have, let's say, standard process control systems which you can already read MTP and use. And then it's, let's say, these small steps where you can also start to think of implementing new technologies like process analytic technologies, so small modules which already come with an MTP and easy to be implemented in your brownfield environment. Let's make it on an example. So the driving force in Europe is clear for the pharmaceutical industry. So what you see, there's a lot of research grants which are coming up focusing on ensuring that we have medical, let's say, or active pharmaceutical ingredients available in Europe. And the second one is be sustained. So you have to have efficient processes. And both of them are interacting in the way that we are talking about new technologies which are coming out, like mechanochemistry, electrochemistry, photochemistry, enzyme chemistry. So a broad range of technology which cannot be done in a classical, let's say, batch reactor. So if you're focusing on this kind of technology and you want to be, let's say, the fast mover to supply these kind of materials, you need new technologies, and this is where flexibility can come in. And with this, MTP is one of the solution provider for this. The really cool message is you have one platform behind. The platform itself is not being seen really directly. The cool thing is you see a lot of different kind of suppliers on this booth, let's say, using this technology to be connected to one system. So you're starting to be one ecosystem, but still all of each kind of, let's say, suppliers can offer his functionalities, his IP, his knowledge on his kind of technology. And combined, let's say, in an overarching process orchestration, this is cool.